And we are live. What is up, everybody? Crazy day. I couldn't wait to talk to you. There's so much ridiculous, mind-blowing things going on as usual. More so than I would have even imagined. By the way, I don't hear myself in my earphones. Do you hear me?
I
So
do
while
hear
we're-
you. You sound loud and clear because you again you plugged it into the wrong side. We're live, people.
Workshopping it. So while we're doing this, so somebody
You hear yourself now?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
All right, good.
Oh man.
See,
Technician
tech guy
master here.
That's the only reason I'm here.
No, you're highly entertaining and highly tech savvy.
Thank you.
But as I was saying, crazy day today. Some environmentalist or environmental eco-terrorist, they vandalized Stonehenge today, spraying it with orange paint, and we have their I don't know, I guess announcement video saying that they were going to do it. So we'll show you that. You haven't seen it yet, right?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
So
I'm not looking forward.
I'm looking forward. So I painted the picture of the situation to him, and you were in a state of disbelief. So I said, just don't watch it. Don't go on the internet.
I literally drove mad all the way here because I cannot know what it's going to look like.
Yeah, so we have that going on. Russia, North Korea getting even closer by the day. So Putin met with Kim Jong-un for the first time in 24 years yesterday, and then he made an announcement today saying why they decide to make an agreement together. Basically, if the situation presents itself where there's an aggressor towards one of them, they're now allies. So we'll get into that. And Boeing, because the planes falling apart in the air wasn't enough, Boeing launched a rocket into space, but they can't get it back. So they have two astronauts right now currently stuck in outer space, incapable of getting them back. And we have some words from Josh Hawley grilling the hell out of their CEO, which was great. So we're going to get into some of that. We're going to show you that and then talk about this space shit show where they might have to ask Russia for help to get their astronauts back from space and a whole lot more. So without further ado,
with more further ado,
here is the madness that happened today.
Jesus, Brandon. Is that spray paint?
Yeah, it's spray paint or some sort of I don't know, powder. They said it's from the group Just Stop Oil, and they're like, oh, don't worry, it'll come off with the rain. But like, what the hell are you trying to prove?
I mean,
and then wait, here's the person.
Today, I'm taking action to demand.
I don't even know if this is a guy or a girl.
Fossil fuel non-proliferation treaty and promises to stop burning fossil fuels by 2030.
What's she whispering?
To do so is.
Can you turn her up a little bit?
Death, destruction, and
I should say it
on an absolutely immense and immeasurable scale. Today, we'll be taking action at Stonehenge the day before the solstice. For thousands of years, people have come to Stonehenge on the solstice to celebrate our natural world, to celebrate the beauty of our natural world. But I can't help thinking, what does it look like today and what the heck have we done to it? These stones have stood here for 5,000 years. What will the world
That's wrong,
look like
by the way.
5,000 years' time?
Yeah,
Will our
idiot.
legacy be?
It's like
Becoming
30,
more
over
clear.
30,000 years. So anyway, talk about like a dark demonic force. I mean, this is beyond like being a little environmental Nazi. It's like a dark spiritual thing.
I have some hot takes here, Brandon.
Let's hear it.
I have some.
Fire away.
I have some hot takes here.
Take cover.
All right, take cover. First of all, this is stupid. They're stupid, but it is within the English or the modern British attitude to not tell people to kick rocks. Like if they had this group, Just Stop Oil,
Yeah.
for what, years now? I don't know. They've been messing things like paintings and events and people and roads and whatever. Like if I was English, I will have a group called Just Stop Them. Literally. That's my take. And now, I get especially angry about this monument in particular.
Yeah.
Because everyone shits on Anglo-Saxon culture. Okay.
I know,
And
it's the punching
this,
bag.
This right here is one of the first, is one of the first monuments.
Right.
That thing, it hasn't been around for 5,000 years.
Yeah.
That's not true. They say
It's like the pyramids.
Yeah, they said the construction began around 3000 BCE, and it's been around for like 1,500 years. It was there before the Saxons, got to England, got to the island, and it's like the thing is, okay.
Well, dude, aliens put those things there. Like a highly advanced civilization put those there, the way that they're like perfectly measured to match up with the solstice or whatever. Like it basically could like tell time, right?
Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
The Druids used to use it to observe the universe and count seasons and time, and it's such a shame and a pity, like the disregard they have for Western culture. These stones are basically pillars of Western civilization. It's one of the earliest monuments, earliest sites that we have that represent our culture and the culture that drives America. And I think it's an absolute shame that they let this happen. And at the same time, now doing the research about the Stonehenge, it shows how long ago Western society was uncivilized.
Yeah,
it's one of the oldest things there is.
Yeah,
and you can see how far we've gone from that to now. So it just makes me very, very angry. I think there's not a single drop of testosterone in England, and
no.
you do this is what you get.
Well, all the strongmen were killed off in the war. Same thing.
Or left to America.
Yeah. So, it's like 2 centuries or a few generations of people raised by women or people who didn't go to war. But no, I kind of have a different take though. So this person's a useful idiot. It's brainwashing. I don't know. Cause like, look, I don't even know if they're trans, if they're a guy or a girl, like want to feel important about something. And you don't think this is something like, what the hell is her name? The Greta Thunberg thing. I think it's the same exact thing as that, or like the people who are throwing the soup on the Mona Lisa. They're because like if you really wanted to fix this problem, if you're really like smart in any way and looked at what the actual problems are, you would know that we have the technology to get rid of oil. So it's not a matter of like, oh, the government needs to stop using oil by 2030. It's a matter of we've been using old technology for 100 years and that we don't need to be using oil, but the powers that be are creating a situation where we need to use oil.
All right, I'm already done with my spiel about why I'm mad about the cultural significance of this.
Yeah, this person's. I think like this person's just as much of a victim as Stonehenge, because they're an idiot.
But the thing that gets me mad as well is how much, like, the thing is that all these people are not anti-China, or they don't oppose the Chinese government as much as they should.
Right.
The number one polluters.
Yeah.
They don't oppose them. Okay. So they don't have better solutions. They have communist and socialist solutions of you staying in your house and not doing anything. Like, it's not that we don't want, to preserve the environment. It's not that we want, like filthy cities, you know?
Well, look, so CO2 emissions by country, share of the world, China's at 30%, the US is at 14%.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, no, you don't hear a peep about China. But like these aren't thoughts that's coming from this person's mind independently, though. This is something that a think tank is pushing down the pipeline and tell them to do. It's from the organization Just Stop Oil. I mean, I haven't looked into that organization, but I imagine it's the same line of thinking or line of motivation that comes from the people who are protesting outside of the colleges for Palestine. Like, it's not their own independent thoughts that are making them do that.
This is the best that they can do. That's all they got.
What? Who?
This woke idiot teenagers, stupid people. This is the best they can. They can be like a freaking off-brand version 4 years later of Greta Thunberg, and it's just stupid. It's overall stupid. Like, the whole thing is stupid.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I almost like pity them to a degree, because a good amount of people are, super susceptible to being manipulated. And the whole Project Mockingbird thing, where the CIA learned how to manipulate people a long time ago, and they use media to do that. Like, think about how easy it is to manipulate people into doing things through social media or TV now. So it's not like that. It's just a matter of like these people being dumb and impressionable, and that there's more powerful forces that are manipulating them into doing these things. Like, are you more mad at this person or more mad at the forces that are behind the scenes that are making this happen, that are making like the Greta Thunberg things happen?
I mean, there's definitely people moving money around.
Right.
You see the agenda on TV, European Parliament, Congress, even the White House. You know, you see the talking points. This it's really funny. You know what really pissed me off, and I think is really funny.
What?
That for the first time in modern history, the activism that is being done follows the same points as the people governing the world. You know, activism used to be done to oppose the powers that be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now the government is preaching the same thing. They're vandalizing things about. You know, you get my point?
I do.
So the mainstream narrative, the people that are elected, the people that hold power have exactly the same thoughts as the people that are vandalizing the thing. So
that's not coincidence, though. It's because those people are putting those thoughts there for them to consume.
It's not coincidence. But if you really, you know, like digest this, these people are literally just strong arm, if you can call it strong. They're literally goons for the establishment. And that is sad because they're taking youth culture and bastardizing it. Like, what are you rebelling against? Like,
they want to feel important about something, you know. That's like the core thing.
Come on, you know, Dove creams, they're talking about this. Whole Foods makes commercials about this. So who are you trying to make a point to? Like, who are you trying to terrorize? Are you trying to terrorize the guy that is driving the bus? That's the guy you want to terrorize? Are you trying to terrorize farmers? Are you trying to terrorize the guys behind the counter at the supermarket? Like, I don't get it. It's just so stupid. Like, you think someone is gonna go see that? Oh, all right, I'm selling my car. I'm walking everywhere right now. Right now, there's people painted Stonehenge orange, and I'm done. My car is going away. I'm not even gonna sell it, so other demon can't drive it and spend fuel.
Yeah. Like,
I'm literally just gonna crush it. So is that what they? I don't know what they expect. I don't know the result they expect. Most of these protests are so useless. Like. The guys that are protesting Palestine here.
Yeah.
What do they expect? What's the respective result?
I don't even know if it's that they expect something, but I feel like they.
Is it just virtual signal? I don't know.
It's that, and they want to feel important. They want to feel like they're serving some kind of purpose, and the establishment is serving them up as a purpose on a platter, and trying because, like I said, it's not a coincidence or an accident or anything. That like it's their teachers, it's the media that's manipulating them into doing these things. Like, it's not like they're just organically thinking of these things themselves. Like they know nothing about like the factors of oil in the economy, or they know nothing about the Israel-Palestine relation. So it's not like they're sitting there thinking like, all right, this is the right side of things to be on. It's a like massively concerted effort to push them in one direction and get them to worked up about something. You know, like, you don't think, same thing with like, say, look at Vietnam versus World War II. You don't think it's coincidence, or you don't think it's intentional that the college students hated Vietnam and they were like ready to die for World War II?
Because they're communists. That's what it is, Brandon. I mean, and the other thing, we read quite a bit. We've been doing our research, and in the last few days, actually, in the last week, we had what's his name? Billy Carson.
Yeah,
great guy, talking that they already have the technology to get out of this. But then I'm not gonna say the name of the other guy because it's a spoiler. You guys will find out. And
we've talked about though in the past that they're hiding technology that's been around for over 100 years. Like, we've talked about the 1951 Invention Secrecy Act before, and they literally make it illegal to make inventions that would replace oil. So I'm not going to buy for 1 second that you're actually working to replace oil if you're blocking technology that could have replaced oil 100 years ago.
Can we go to chat? This guy.
He's based.
Yeah, great point. What's funny is that Stonehenge wasn't even constructing using fossil fuels, but manpower, literal manpower. Good point.
I maintain the fact that it was built by some crazy technology that we don't even use right now.
Oh wow, why are you getting weird to me, Ben?
I mean, weird. You think cavemen precisely measured that stuff and fit it perfectly to measure like the axis of the Earth?
I mean, if you give me enough time and enough dudes, I guess I could do that.
They didn't even understand like what the sun was in the recorded time that we have. Like, are you like? I mean, I've talked about this with a lot of people recently. Are you under the belief that there's been advanced civilizations that have been wiped out before a few times before us?
Nah.
What?
Nah, I'm a Catholic. I'm
So
sorry.
you think the world's 2,000 years old?
100%. 100%.
So you think that the pyramids were built by people like just pushing the stones up the thing one by one?
They were put there right in place for Jesus to go there, and that's it.
And so how they precisely cut the thing so that you can't even fit a slice of paper in between the bricks?
That's God stuff.
It's
none of my business.
It's God stuff?
Yeah, it's none of my business.
Yeah, it is God stuff because they had godlike technology that we don't have.
But or maybe not. Maybe they were just really good at cutting rocks.
No chance.
You think they're not good at cutting rocks? Like, I see the rocks, the great cutting. They're piled the right way, and that's what it is.
No, serfs weren't doing that. What you're talking like Egyptian slaves were cutting those and moving those around.
Did it tell you about my time in Egypt?
No.
Okay, I went.
Oh God.
I went there for like 2 or 3 days for a swim meet. I didn't even get to like tour the pyramids.
Yeah.
And I didn't even count as going. Like I was just there.
So you didn't see the pyramids there?
No, that's where I'm getting.
Okay.
It's so disappointing
when you see them.
Oh Jesus Christ! It's the most disappointing.
I've never heard anybody say that.
It's the most disappointing thing. No, I mean they're very impressive. Don't get me wrong. Great stonework.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that is disappointing that in all the movies, like you see the guy like traveling through the desert, looking like a badass, like riding a camel and wearing sunglasses,
mm-hmm.
and you think it's like, a journey to the pyramids, but they're right in the city.
Right in the city?
Yeah, right.
So they just built stuff around them.
Yeah, I mean,
what?
You can literally they have this golf course.
Yeah,
like a hotel thing, like a resort thing,
right?
And you can golf and see the pyramids at the same time.
Huh?
Yeah. Like I will thought that we're in the middle.
Like touristed it up.
No. Like the city's right there. They're not even far.
Yeah, I literally imagine it being in the middle of nowhere.
No, they're not in the middle of nowhere. That's a disappointing
common
thing.
Misconception.
Yeah, it's a common misconception. Nobody talks about it, but you heard it here first. The pyramids are way too damn close to the city.
Is that at least cool when you look at them?
Oh yeah, it is cool.
Okay,
it is super.
That's
cool.
where I thought you were going. I thought you were going to say there was a letdown to see them.
It's a letdown that they're so close. And that was a letdown. And then traffic in Cairo. It's the craziest thing.
Traffic in Cairo.
Oh, you won't make it alive ever. Ever. Like it's probably after India, it's probably the worst traffic I've seen.
Okay, well, speaking of not making it alive, let's see how to tee this up. So I'll show this video in a second. While Putin and Kim Jong-un were meeting yesterday, right? We had this going on. Okay, yada yada. We've seen that. And then this is what Putin said the reason for that was. Attention to the United States and other NATO countries on the supply of high-precision weapon systems of long-range capability, F-16 aircraft, and other high-tech weapons and equipment for striking Russian territory. In this regard, the Russian Federation does not exclude the development of military technical cooperation with North Korea. In accordance with the signed document today, so yes, Russia and North Korea signed an agreement today where they would become allies in a situation where they faced aggression from another country, much like we're approaching right now. But don't worry, while this was going on, at the exact same time, our White House was on top of it. This is what was going on at the White House at the same exact time.
That's a national security meeting. Oh, yeah.
So they were on top of it, and then we got...
Wait. Can you give me some context?
Go ahead, I'm ready.
JVN.
Oh, yes.
Is it true that is all your natural
I don't know what this thing
hair?
is.
Yes, I can confirm that this is not a wig.
Follow-up question.
All right, I can't watch the full thing because it's painful, but so that's what was going down at the White House as Putin and Kim Jong-un were meeting, making an agreement that they would become allies in a situation where they face aggression from one of us, which, I mean, how are they not already facing aggression from us on paper? We are supplying the shit out of Ukraine with high-tech weapons.
Well, first of all,
Yeah, I know a lot of questions. I imagine.
like, do we really have to do this?
Which part?
Like covering this, like it makes me really anxious.
No, I don't even want to like talk about it, but it's just like that's the fact of the matter is that's what was happening at the White House while Russia and North Korea were meeting and plotting against us.
Why?
I don't know. I would love to understand.
We come to a funny point in American life where I understand what the Koreans and the Russians are doing. I understand what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I don't understand what the fuck is going on here.
No.
Like, good for them.
I don't even know what to say to it.
Do whatever. But literally, what meaning do you understand more?
Oh yeah, Russia and North Korea.
Yeah, I understand them way more. I know what they're doing.
They're operating like a country.
They're operating like a country. I know what they're up to. I know their goals, and they want to kill us all.
I don't even know how to describe what we're doing.
You know, I'm not. If they go forth with it, I'm not even mad.
We have a 6'5" man in a dress with the thickest beard I've ever seen, shaking hands with the vice president, like playing at the fucking press secretary podium, answering stupid questions about whatever tranny stuff.
Well, first of all, Brandon, you're assuming their pronouns.
I am,
and I'm not cool with that.
Oh well, that's a hill I'll die on.
All right, you die on the hill. I won't, because I don't want to be on another list. Because I'm gonna, like, today I made it to 3 new lists.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna die on that hill. You know.
Okay.
But who is that guy? Is he famous?
I didn't know about him today, but I was
or
about,
girl. I don't know. I'm not being a bigot here. I don't care.
Call it.
I don't care. Like, I don't care. But
somebody told me that it was called the Queer Eye or something.
What is their contribution to society? Can you explain?
Somebody was telling me that they would like teach straight guys how to dress or something. It's a bunch of.
Oh, all right, all right. That
it's a productive service.
Well, it is a productive service. Like, having a gay wingman is the best.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know?
No, to be honest, no, I wouldn't.
Dude, you will smash so much more. 100%. I mean, okay, if you put it on paper, you know, that's a you know, it's a good mission. Like,
entrepreneurial, yeah.
Yeah, if he's helping dudes get laid by looking better, hey, I can't hate on the guy. I'm sorry.
No, I had nothing against him until he was occupying the time of our president while our foreign adversaries were meeting. What do you mean,
Brandon, occupying the time of our president? He doesn't even know where he is, Brandon. Like,
yeah, but the fact that he's there while this is happening, I have a problem with that.
Brandon, the guys that actually do the work, you know, the guys that actually do the work, they're probably working in the back. Like, we never seen them. All the handlers, everyone that actually guides administration, we never seen them. Like,
yeah, but I mean, like, for optics sake, at least like put, like, if they're not really doing anything, Biden and Harris are doing absolutely nothing, put them in a freaking room, make it look like they're doing something, so like that we could have the peace of mind, like, oh, okay, yeah, they're up to speed with the fact that Russia and North Korea are meeting with each other.
Brother, I'm actually at this point, I'm more okay with the big visibly doing something else than getting involved in this. I'm sorry. That's a big thing.
You'd rather them
I'd rather them be the fuck away from doing anything that can result in a world war. You know? So I think with the queer guy, whatever
so that's
it is,
exactly where you want her to be right
that's
there.
exactly what I want them to be.
Wow.
Far away from missiles, far away from the strategic decisions, far away from military. They can have a blast and they can have a ball because we know they're not doing anything. So you might as well. I'm gonna sleep better tonight to know that they're not.
You
involved.
make a valid point.
I'm keeping it 100 here. Like, I'm fine with knowing that they're not doing anything.
You know,
have they ever done anything good? I'm sorry, but have they done anything good?
Not a single thing. Even
all right.
Somebody that worked in Obama's administration said that he said something along the lines of like every single foreign policy decision Biden's made has gone to shit. Or, he said it in a really funny way.
Everything. So let them be with a queer eye person and whole fake press conference and play pretend the White House and and let the evil people do their bidding in the background as they always do. Sorry, is this real for you, Brandon?
No, I mean, you actually did make a valid point. I didn't see it go in here, but you might have convinced me on this one.
Yeah, it's whatever.
But I mean, whatever. Shit, man. Like, sorry for being concerned seeing stuff like this every day. Where is it? So I mean, should we be taking this thing seriously? On the topic of Russia, like a Russian warship near Florida aimed to intimidate our Navy, views them more like target practice. What do you make of that? So this is from 2 days ago. Old Cold Warrior and Russian President Putin is obsessed with Cuba and Florida. Back in 2018, he released a video of simulated Russian nuke attack on Miami. Wow, right down the street.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. With NATO pressuring Russia in its biggest allied exercise since the 1980s, Putin is pushing back with naval drills off Florida. Like, how does that make you feel? We pay $900 billion a year in military spending.
It went up to 100 billion, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, like you mean like the 900 billion increased in a total amount?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the Russia's military budget 60 billion, ours is 900 billion.
Yep.
But we have Russia's warships like literally as far like you drive a boat and be next to the Russian submarine.
All right, Brandon. Okay, first of all, can I address Mr. Putin?
Yeah.
All right, put me on camera right now.
Oh shit.
Put me on camera because I'm gonna give him a piece of advice.
Here we go.
All right,
let's hear it.
Mr. Putin, this is the wrong coast to fuck with. Go, turn around, go to the other side. You have access to both coasts and fuck around with the other coast. Those people on the other coast,
California,
they hate you.
Mm-hmm.
They everyone there, they don't like your flag. They hate your food. They don't like their women. They're not women either. But just go fuck with the other coast. Because fucking with Florida, Brandon.
Putin wouldn't mind it here.
No, Putin will be, dude. Have you seen Russian tourists here?
Yeah,
they love it.
They're chilling.
They're chilling
in California, though.
They hate it there. It's the worst place to be Russian.
Yo,
California,
it's horrifying.
It's the worst place to be Russian.
California to Russians is scarier than Russia is to people in America.
100%. So, Mr. Putin,
like the threat of accidentally having sex with a tranny is much scarier than like getting framed for a fucking crime in Russia.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's why, Mr. Putin, you're fucking with the wrong coast.
That's a good point.
You're fucking with the wrong coast. And the other thing, like those guys on that coast, they won't fight back.
Hell no. They don't even have guns. We all have guns here, but nobody has guns there.
You can take it over immediately.
Yeah.
Right here. And you have crazy Cubans that escape communism.
Mm-hmm.
So if you...
Republicans.
And Republicans. If you miss a target, they will swim with guns.
Yeah.
Like they will ride gators to your ships. That's what's going to happen. So that's what it is. Wrong coast.
Was there 27 million people here? So that means there's like at least 80 million guns here.
At least, or double.
Yeah.
I know so many people that have collections.
And and every gun owner, you have to give like 10 guns for every gun owner.
100%.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Putin, wrong coast, buddy.
Yeah, come on.
Wrong coast, buddy.
What are you doing?
You're going to get a bunch of Cubans riding gators
vicious.
From Hialeah. They're vicious.
Yeah.
You don't want to fuck with those guys.
They're not going back to communism.
They're not going back.
No.
Like they swam here through Shark and Festival. You think they won't be able to swim a little bit to your stupid ship?
On like doors made out of Gatorade bottles.
Yeah. So don't worry about it. Go to the other coast. And let's keep it chill.
Yeah, it's already communist. So there you go. The work's already done. You just have to do something about the whole LGBT thing.
Yeah, just land. Just land. Like they will put any resistance whatsoever.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. The Russia North Korea thing, just like another step in the direction of World War III. But another funny thing I saw today. So ready here. You know what's been going on? What comes to your mind when I say Boeing these days?
What's going on?
What comes to your mind when I say Boeing these days? Like the Boeing airline?
They have the best healthcare program in the market.
Best on healthcare?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Because if you start talking shit, you're done. Your health is out.
Really?
Yeah. Bullets are really bad for your health.
Yeah, I see what you're saying now.
They do have the best healthcare program in the whole industry.
On healthcare. That's funny.
On healthcare. They're super effective.
I'm looking for this clip from here we go.
While we do that, I'm gonna read the chat.
Yeah, let's
see the chads who's here. We have Garrett Hansen. He's we're gonna fuck up your coast, not ours. All right. Then Crypto Carpenter.
Ooh,
Busy
okay.
guy. He's doing two things at the same time.
What's he
Great guy.
doing?
He's like, what's up,
Oh,
guys?
Crypto and Carpenter.
Yeah. I know this guy. He's been on the chat before. You're day one. We're going to remember you forever.
Respect.
And once we hit 5 million, save this video. Once we hit 5 million subscribers, we're going to fly you out to Florida so you know what's up.
100%.
Unless you're already here, you know. Who else is here? Kid Russell goes, you guys, I guess you can't fix stupid.
Can't fix stupid.
You can't fix stupid. Like there's a lot of things you can fix. You can fix walls, you can fix cars, but you can't fix stupid. Like stupid sticks. Stupid is forever.
100%.
And then Crypto Cantor goes like deal. So yeah, vote for us. 5 million subs. We're how many people? 105 people here.
Yeah.
We're gonna fly them all out
100%.
in a Boeing.
You guys are all the day one people.
Yeah, we're gonna fly them out in a Boeing.
No, not a Boeing. They won't make it.
They won't make it here. We're gonna fly them out in an Airbus.
All right. So here's this clip, and you'll see why I'm doing this in a second. Oh, wrong clip up. So Josh Hawley was grilling the shit out of the Boeing guy. Oh, damn it. My folder disappeared.
He's been on a roll lately.
Josh Hawley?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's crushing it.
But there's something off about him.
That you get
Here we
paid
go.
currently.
Senator, that's well disclosed in our proxy documents in each of the years that I've been employed.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a big number, sir.
Well, let me help you out. It's 32.8 million this year. Does that sound right?
Yes, it does.
That's a 45% increase over last year. Does that sound right?
Yes, it does.
What is it you get paid to do exactly?
I get paid to run the Boeing company.
Yeah. So just help me understand that. I mean, do you get paid for transparency? Is that one of the metrics for your income?
I think the board counts on me for transparency.
Really? Because you're under investigation for falsifying 787 inspection records. The Boeing's under criminal investigation for the Alaska Airlines flight. You were investigated by DOJ for criminal conspiracy to defraud the FAA. This is all in your tenure. This doesn't sound like a lot of transparency to me. What about safety? Is that a component of your salary?
It sure is, Senator.
You know, have you seen the reports that the
This is crazy.
subcontractor that you used to make that door piece that fell out of the sky, that when the FAA went and toured the facility, they found one door seal being lubricated with Dawn liquid dish soap and cleaned with a wet cheesecloth.
All right.
Another was being checked with a hotel room key card. Does that sound like safety to you?
Quality
Senator,
American.
I think our relationship with that particular supplier has been well documented, reviewed by the FAA and most certainly us. And I'm very intent on acquiring that company so that none of that ever happens.
You know, the FAA also
Oh, that's
says
reassuring.
that Boeing still has not implemented the recommended steps back from 2019 and 2020 after the MAX crashes. You still have not taken the appropriate safety procedures or implemented what they recommended. I mean, how, if safety is a component of your $33 million compensation package, I mean, how can you possibly qualify for any of this? What about quality? Is quality part of your compensation package?
Senator,
Not anymore.
meet with the FAA pretty regularly. They don't hold anything back, and I'm not aware of anything that has been cited with respect to those accidents that we haven't taken action on.
Really? Because we've had whistleblowers. You said you'd listen to whistleblower testimony.
go.
We've had multiple whistleblowers come before this committee and allege that Boeing is cutting every possible corner on quality and safety, not just
All
in
right.
the past, but now. They've alleged that you've eliminated safety inspections, that there are fewer in quality and there are fewer inspectors doing quality inspections out there. They've alleged that when they raised quality issues and concerns, they were reassigned, they were retaliated against, they were physically threatened. That doesn't sound like attention to quality to me. And yet you're getting paid $33 million a year. It's extraordinary.
Senator, I
So you get the gist of it. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Hawley says all the right things, but you know, he doesn't
Does
have
he
as
vote
much.
the right? No, he votes like every other
That's the
scumbag.
thing. He's great at acting upset about things and saying the things that'll make you be like, yeah, like that's the perfect thing to say.
Our boy, you know who it is.
Massey.
Track record.
Yeah.
Consistency. Undefeated. I'm sorry. Once you bring like a voting record, like a Massey, okay, let's talk. But
Yeah.
if you're gonna keep them voting on giving the military-industrial complex, foreign countries, millions and billions of dollars, if you're not willing to shut down government for a little bit, until we get our check and balances in order, it is what it is. Maybe he's turning around. I don't know.
No, I need to see more from him. I mean, like every time I hear him speak, I love it and it sounds great, but I'm not seeing as much action as I need to see in terms of like following through with these things. But so speaking of Boeing and the shit show, look at what else happened with them. So Boeing sent 2 astronauts into space. Now it needs to get them home.
All right, kind of important. Like
helium leaks and thruster problems prompted NASA and Boeing to delay astronauts' return on company's Starliner vehicle. Boeing succeeded in getting NASA astronauts to the International Space Station following weeks of delays, returning them to Earth, and the spacecraft is providing another challenge with leaks in the thrusters after Boeing's Starliner vehicle launched this month, with astronauts Barry Wilmore and Sunita Williams, DEI, officials from the aerospace company and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration said Tuesday the astronauts are slated to return June 26th. The latest proponent astronauts will spend about 20 days, blah, blah, blah. So,
all right, we got the gist. Okay.
We do, but
there's something amazing here, Brandon.
What you got?
There's something amazing here.
What?
Like, you're so shitty. You're so shitty. You're such a piece of shit that you not only managed to kill people in this planet,
in orbit,
you managed to kill people like out of this world.
Yeah.
Like, that's how shitty you are.
Well, we talk about this all the time with the lack of competition. I mean, the government put it on easy mode for Boeing and a few other defense contractors to be the only game in town. Now, Boeing, I think they're like 40 or 50% of the entire commercial airline market. So they don't have to compete with anybody. So that's why they're able to cut these corners. Because, I mean, you have to work really hard to make sure you don't get on a Boeing plane if you don't want to get on a Boeing plane.
I mean, in America, it's very hard because
it's Boeing and Airbus.
No. Like in most of the world, it's mostly Airbus, but most big airlines in the United States, they have exclusivity contracts with Boeing, like United.
Right.
I don't know if United is exclusive, but I think American Airlines, United, they have more Boeing airplanes. So skipping on it here is harder, but anywhere else, like I think it's the A3. You can tell me if I'm wrong. It's the A320. It's the best selling commercial airplane there is. So Airbus, they're doing a good job.
Yeah. But they're only half the market.
Yeah, and they're French. I'm sorry, but I can get that slide. It's a shame. Boeing is a company that used to make this country proud.
Yeah, no, it's more than a shame. It's an outrage. Like they've been focused on just doing stock buybacks for the last 30 years.
And yeah, I think like they made everyone so proud for such a long time that they got a lot of leeway. And when you give people a lot of leeway and you go against the market, that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
This is what happens. Actually, maybe on the next show, because if I tell you about it right now, it'd be a spoiler.
Oh boy.
But you remember you called me on the phone and you were like, is there anything that wasn't said?
Refresh my memory.
Yeah, with the person I was with, you asked me,
yes,
anything that wasn't said?
Yeah.
Okay, there's something about Boeing.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I might give you exclusive. Just hit the like button, subscribe to the Brandon Aceto podcast.
Yep. Shit. I mean,
BAP.
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 Yeah, we're workshopping that name. We're still feeling it out.
Yeah, we're filling it out, but I like the BAP.
The BAP is good because it's one syllable, and I feel like one syllable things have a lot of power behind them.
Yes, like Bang. That they totally do
not sponsored by Bang
us.
now.
They're not sponsored, but they should sponsor us because talking truth through power is an extreme sport these days.
But yeah, man, I have a serious problem with the whole lack of competition in the military industrial complex, and like Like, why is it that like just an airliner is grouped into the military industrial complex, Big Five? So I looked it up one time. I was curious, what percent of their revenue do you think comes from commercial flights versus the defense contracts?
What percentage?
Yeah.
I looked it up. I think it's around 40%.
For which one?
Sorry?
For which one? That for commercial flights or for military contracts?
40% military contract. And then, because the thing is, you have military contracts.
Yep.
And then you have aerospace contracts. They're different.
Yeah. So here, we could share this page.
See?
Boom, 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 boom.
What is?
We need somebody on the computer so I could do this faster.
We do. And, the person, not necessarily, they don't need to be here.
So look at this. Defense and security, 32% of the revenue.
Okay, I said 30%. 32%.
And commercial airplanes, 43%. So it's a little bit more, but like this is locked in. Like this is never going anywhere. There's no other company that exists right now that could provide the service that they provide for the government because of the setup in the current way that it is. Right. So that gives you a good degree of like fuck around leeway.
Yeah. You can pretty much do whatever you want.
Like think about like the pressure that was on Elon Musk when he had when he had what 3 or 4 chances to launch a rocket successfully into space, get a NASA contract, versus these dudes are like embedded into the system, grandfathered in. Their contracts aren't going anywhere.
Well, you know who's a big proponent of them that went from Congress to them back to Nikki Haley.
She sure was it Boeing for her?
I think it was Boeing. Again, you can fact check me.
It was one of the big 5. I know that.
I don't know. Did Nikki?
I know she was on the board of a defense contractor.
Haley work for Boeing. Let me see. Yeah, yes, she was.
It was Boeing.
She resigned from the board of Boeing.
Jesus.
Nikki Haley helped Boeing hide its political spending.
What a sweet gig.
What a sweet gig. I don't know. I wouldn't rule it out. Don't knock it till you try it. I'm that guy.
I know.
Yeah, don't knock it till you try it.
That's so easy.
It is easy.
But so look at this though. This is the top 10 defense contractors. There's a pretty big drop off after number 6. Lockheed, Raytheon, General Dynamics. Oh, you know what is funny? This is from what's Pfizer doing in there?
What is Pfizer doing in there?
This is from 2023. Oh, because why? Because the whatchamacallit was under an emergency provision, so it was considered a matter of national security that they pushed that thing through.
Wow.
So look at Pfizer hanging out in the defense contractors,
dipping the little toes into those sweet defense contracts.
Yeah,
good.
How nice is that?
Now I will talk shit about everyone in that list except Raytheon.
Why?
Because
they have a cool name.
They have a cool name.
Seriously, that's it?
No, they have a cool name. They don't give a shit. they don't give a shit, and they do what they do.
Explain.
Like Boeing is like, oh, we're so nice, commercial airplanes, fly with us, first class, guys with hats, whatever, it has a cover.
So you're saying Raytheon just like walks in, just drops down the table.
Yeah,
like,
Raytheon is like, okay, we make things to kill people. Come on, what you gonna do about it? Pick a flag. That's what they do. And funny enough, they are sponsoring content creators. And
really,
yeah.
What?
Sorry,
the next show we're like, the war in Ukraine is not actually like we actually should be there,
dude. Brandon, if the
guy sponsored by Raytheon,
if he comes in
with like a Ukraine pen,
yeah, if he comes in with money, I'm sorry, Brandon, I'm flipping. Raytheon people, I'm flipping immediately.
It's like, I actually understand Congress, like we're all human.
Brandon, we need to get your Congress your Congress campaign going. We need to get your presidential campaign going.
I'm just like everybody else. I
so
can't do
Raytheon
that.
Guys, sponsor us.
No.
just come here. So, dude, but I saw it's a guy that we both like.
Who?
The guy from Task and Purpose?
Yeah.
Cappy?
Yeah.
He did a sponsor video for Raytheon.
Really?
He did a sponsor video
Wow.
that I think is gangsta as shit.
They must give him bread.
Oh, dude, I love him, and I love that he did that.
What does an ad for them even look like? Or like, are you just like?
Dude,
like,
he did a 20
what did
minute.
he say?
He was talking about their military systems.
I mean, yeah, sure, they definitely have sick military systems, but like, does he have to be like pro-war and stuff?
No. He was literally talking and making really good points. How badass their new military system, like weapon system, is.
Well, yeah, give me $1 billion government contract, and I'll make some cool shit too.
100. Like the thing is, I hate being tricked. You know, I hate being misled. Like if you come in and you go like, "Hey, we have some really good missiles.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the money. You get to see them. Maybe you can fire one."
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm sorry. I'm in immediately.
Well, I mean, and to a degree, I'm like jealous of these companies too, because like there's not like a more, I guess like there's like not a position in the world where you have more leverage over the government than being like at the head of one of these companies.
Yeah.
It's like the government desperately needs everything that you do.
Oh, that's another thing I need to tell you, but I can't say it on camera.
Oh shit!
All right. Save those names, Brandon. Save those names.
Yeah, and I mean, but then like I also wonder. So if you, we're going down a rabbit hole here. So if I were to type in, biggest shareholders of Lockheed Martin, who would you imagine would come up?
Let me guess. The people from Dark Stone.
Yes.
You know, the JP Morgan gang. All right, there it is.
Yep.
BlackRock, Vanguard.
Oh, here I gotta share it. Yeah, so I mean, the natural question when you see how much influence these companies have is, okay, like who controls these companies? How much control does the CEO have? But, you know, naturally the biggest shareholders have the most control over the company. And you see Lockheed Martin here, the biggest defense contractor by a lot. State Street owns the most shares. Vanguard owns the second most shares. BlackRock owns the third most shares. And then, you know, followed by more
Charles
banks.
Schwab.
Yeah. So this
Morgan
is what
Stanley.
people
Like,
mean when they say bankers run the world.
It's the same gang.
Yeah.
It's the same gang. Look, you're smart. You have a master's degrees and this and that, and you're above average. I'm
That's
literally
not-
stupid, and I figured this shit out real quick. Anyone that takes 2 seconds of attention and thinks about it for like a minute and a half will figure this out. And this is what it is. I'm sorry, people. This is what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, having degrees has nothing to do with this. Like, I didn't learn any of this shit in school, not one bit. They don't talk about this.
They don't even teach you how to do your taxes. Like, I think that should be.
I think they intentionally don't teach you your taxes and
I think
intentionally don't tell
that
you how
should be
debt
a
works.
requirement. Every adult that turns 18 and is allowed to vote needs to understand how to do their taxes. They don't teach you anything
No, but I mean, the
or
people
anything
like
useful.
people like BlackRock are probably have, or I guess bankers in general have a large degree of influence over what school teaches you, and like, you know, like set the like if pharma can tell doctors like what to say to you, then I'm sure bankers can tell school what to say to you. And you bet your ass they don't want them talking you off taking out giant loans that are good for the banks.
I don't know, Brandon. Like,
What? That's far fetched.
I don't know about it, but it's not far fetched. Nothing is far fetched anymore. All right.
Yeah.
We have Elon Musk buying Twitter. Harambe dying.
Harambe?
Yeah, Harambe died. Yeah, bring it.
How do you go from military industrial complex to Harambe?
Well, you know, weird things happened. The queen died.
And she's 100.
Well, still, I thought she was going to live forever. So that's what it is, Brandon. Like, I wouldn't rule 2024. I wouldn't rule anything out.
Yeah, no. I mean, even like we just need Trump to stay safe, and I think everything will work out all right. But I think they're doing something weird with the chat today, because you know, we don't see big variations, but I keep seeing like unless we're just sucking ass tonight, I keep seeing like it drop down 20, then jump back up 20, drop down 10, jump up 10.
See,
So,
I wouldn't.
let us know in the chat. Do we suck tonight, or are you getting kicked off?
I wouldn't rule us sucking ass tonight out either.
I mean, yeah, you always have to be open to that possibility.
Yeah.
Let's see, and I mean, the whole Wildebeest thing in the White House kind of threw me off. That's kind of one of the situations where I'm just kind of like, this is happening. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
I'm grateful for it. I commend them. I think he has a very clear mission in life, and I think it's positive. And I think I'm glad he's entertaining these people and keeping them away from making world-ending decisions. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for all of them.
Well, one more cool thing I saw. Let's see if it's even in the mainstream yet. So you know how we were talking about disruptors in the military-industrial complex the other day?
Yeah.
I saw somebody talking about anti-drone drones that were being built by some scrubs in Ukraine, not by our military-industrial complex. So let's see if anything pops up with that. 3 weeks ago. Ukraine's more. No, not in the mainstream. I saw it on Twitter today. Somebody saying that Ukraine was developing anti-drone missile systems. But I mean, that's kind of what I'm keeping track of. Is if like they're making better shit there, like where they're like on the front lines and the stuff that we have here.
Well, that might be misinformation, Brendan.
Oh, definitely could be.
It might be a psyop. I don't know.
But the opposite might also be a psyop.
And we provide great information in this channel. If you haven't subscribed, share it with your friends. Tell your mother-in-law about this show. She's gonna love it. And well, yeah, we are mothers-in-law number one show. Number one.
Mother-in-law's number one show.
Number one show.
Why?
And great aunt's number one show.
Oh, here we go. Russia touts new weapon to counter Ukraine naval drones. Russia's developed new explosive naval drone, according to a new report, as Moscow contends with Ukraine's persistent and often successful uncrewed waterborne vehicle attacks in its Black Sea.
Oh yeah, that's a new thing. They're basically water drones.
Really?
Yep.
So is this worth talking about?
Not yet.
No, let me share the thing quick. Let's talk about it, then we'll close it out. Because I think this is one of the most important things, is like being on the precipice of like the newest military technology. So the new kamikaze unscrewed surface vehicle, or USV, will carry 200 kilograms of explosive. Russian language outlet RTVI reported, citing Russian Special Forces officer, blah, blah, blah. The more than 2 years of war in Ukraine spurred drone development in the air, on the ground, and on water. Kiev, Moscow have invested heavily in their drone programs, which, with both sides battling out to produce more and to innovate quicker, which always happens in warfare. Rapid innovation and everything that you've had created up until that point basically becomes obsolete. So the $900 billion a year over the past 10, 20 years that we've spent probably going to become obsolete.
Yep.
And that's what what's his name? Our boy Colonel McGregor has been saying, that our naval fleet too big, too bulky, not fast enough. We need a ton of small, fast ships instead of like a small amount of huge ships that we have right now.
Because a thing that can destroy your boat get cheaper and faster. You need less expensive boats, or maybe we can go the whole opposite way.
Well, what?
We can make really heavy, bulky boats.
No, that's what we have right now.
But we can make them bulkier. This is America. This is America, Brandon. We double down. We don't go back. We double down. Like, make them double as thick. Like, I should run this place. I'd be like, okay, they're not strong enough. Make them stronger. That's it.
Biggest boats in the world.
Biggest boats, best plating.
No, but
what do you mean? We're gonna get French boats?
No, but that's started
gondolas. I guess I can go with a stick. I don't know, Brandon. I never want to go smaller. But what do I know? I'm not.
No, but I know we're totally just speculating and talking shit, but I imagine in my head that making a super cheap drone and making 10,000 of them and just going to like a swarming the area that you need to screw up, that'd be a lot more efficient than sending the F-22s to that area with their they cost like $10 million a plane to make those.
I mean, the first if the government does it, it probably costs 10, but
it probably costs 20.
It probably costs 20, but they will charge $1 million.
No, the opposite. It probably costs $1 million to make, and the contractors will charge the government $20 million. The government will bend over and take it.
100%. That's how it works.
Yeah,
we're never gonna get cheap stuff.
no.
We're never like
Some asshole in his garage in Ukraine can make it.
Like so, if they find out about the asshole making cheap good stuff,
Done.
done.
Yeah.
So if you ever do anything good, just hide it.
Yeah.
Hide it.
Yeah.
Like never do anything good.
Never talk about it.
Never talk about doing anything good ever. So to my segment, useless news. Taylor Swift, she's in Wales. In her Justin Timberlake just got arrested for DWI. That I had to do my research. It's a DUI, but in some states they call them differently.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some really good pictures of Jennifer Lopez in her vacation in Italy. They say she broke up with Ben Affleck.
That really is useless.
Very useless. The thing is, like, I'm bringing the level down. We gave too much insight and useful information, so we need to level it out.
Did we though?
I think we did.
Okay.
It was a good show, right?
Yeah, maybe. Let us know if it's not. Be as ruthless as possible. We don't take the light, whatchamacallit, virtue signaling shit here. I want the hard truth.
Yeah, we're not DI hires here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I got, Brandon.
All right. Well, that's that. We'll be back with you tomorrow night, actually, instead of Friday, because of some scheduling rearrangement. So come back strong tomorrow night, and we'll decide what we're going to talk about as the day develops tomorrow. Maybe some evergreen stuff that from back in the day.
I don't believe in evergreen.
I know we had a whole fight about this the other day. Timeless.
I will die on that hill.
No, yeah, we're gonna start doing like some conspiracy, like history stuff too, because there's a lot of shit to talk about that a lot of people don't know about, and why ignore stuff that is critically important to what's going on in the world today and is interesting. So see what I mean right there? Just jump back up. I think the either, like I said, either we sucked tonight or the algorithm was screwing with our chat and kicking people out. But
look, Emmanuel Soto gave us an 8.3. I take it.
Oh, okay.
That's way above average. It's a passing grade.
Yeah, it's much better than I thought.
It is much better than I thought.
Like on Monday, I felt like that was like an 8.3 or 8.5. Today, I feel like, I don't know, for whatever reason, like I felt like a 7 or a 6.
I thought it was really funny today.
I'm glad you think that of yourself.
I know. I think I looked really good today. And I was incredibly funny. Really one of the funniest guys. Probably the funniest guy.
Here?
Yeah, 100%. Like I know the polls are too big. And then Cody here gives us a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
Still passing grade.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, like I said, we're trying to get to a place where we start doing this every night because it's a repetition thing. I mean, you know everything in the world there's to know, but this type of thing is reps, and I think we're gonna start crushing it pretty soon.
Yeah, and we had notes today.
Sorta.
Yeah, I mean we had a whole page of notes.
Yeah.
And we prepared videos for you guys, so better every day.
You know what's funny? Like on Monday, I didn't have any notes at all. I just had one topic I was pissed off about, and just like we ranted the whole time.
Yeah, riffing, getting there, streaming, getting our reps out.
Yeah.
So
well, either way, the original 80 will always be remembered when we have 100,000 live viewers. A year or two from now, the original 80, we will always remember you guys. So stay active in that chat. Hit that like, subscribe. Love you all for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Matter of fact, leave a comment, like original 80, on the comments right now.
Yeah.
So we can save this, and then when we get
and
to
leave
5
a
million,
rating next to it. So
yeah, when we get to 5 million subscribers,
yeah,
we're gonna
fly
find
you
them all
guys
out.
Yeah, 100%.
Message one by one.
And there's going to be a Raytheon person snuck in there that's going to assassinate us.
Yeah. We're going to give you train tickets all the way here. Kim Jong-un, he's so scared of getting yeeted that he rides the train everywhere.
Wow.
Like, it started with his father, Kim Jong-il.
Trains aren't even foolproof, though. Like, if a train gets off the rails, you're done.
Well, it is safer than a car, as General Patton And they're safer than planes.
Yeah, I'll definitely safer than
So
planes.
so that's what it is. You know,
Yeah.
like trains. If you're a dictator and you're watching us, thank you, Supreme Leader.
Mhm.
Get a train. Install trains everywhere. Like we might have to do a show about dictators.
Yeah, I dig it.
All right.
So all right. Crypto Carpenter says original lady, my man, 7 today. Okay, I dig it.
All right.
Cody, Carrie, 80. Okay.
Sharon.
Thanks for watching.
She might be related.
8.5. I know, maybe biased.
She might be a little biased.
So it's really like a 6.5.
But I take the 8.5 every day.
Yeah. All right. So, like I said before, you jumped back in. We'll be back tomorrow night. Thank you guys for watching. Love y'all.